Choose right now, whom are you following? Option 1, Yeshua, the original Bible and the four Gospels, John, Matthew, Mark, and Luke. Or option 2, Paul, King James, his fabricated Jesus name, and the other 23 books of the New Testament. Why do you need to choose? Because Yeshua's teachings, found in the four Gospels, contradict the religion that Paul created and King James later edited and sold. Let's be clear. Yeshua did not create Christianity. Paul did. King James reinforced it. They built a religion using Yeshua's identity, but not his truth. If you choose option 1 and follow Yeshua, the original Bible, and the four Gospels, you are following the message of the Messiah as sent by God. That choice aligns you with the chosen people, those who obey God's commandments and uphold the covenant. If you choose option 2 and follow Paul, King James, and the fabricated identity of Jesus, you are following a religious system built by Rome, approved by kings, and passed down through the Vatican. Here are the vast differences. 1. Who is God? Yeshua says in John 14:28, "My Father is greater than I." He separates himself from God. He points to God as the only authority. But Paul says in Philippians 2:6, Christ being equal with God, Paul elevates Yeshua to divine status, something Yeshua never claimed. King James locked that lie into his translation. 2. Who should you follow? Yeshua says in Luke 6:46, "Why do you call me Adon, Adon, and do not do what I say?" In Hebrew, Adon means sir, not Lord. King James twisted that into Lord to support worship of Yeshua, even though Yeshua asked for obedience, not religious titles. Paul says in Romans 10:9, "Believe in your heart, and you will be saved." That's belief without action. That's salvation without righteousness. That's not what Yeshua ever taught. 3. What about the 10 Commandments and the Torah? Yeshua says in Matthew 5:17, "Do not think I came to abolish the law. I came to fulfill it." But Paul says in Galatians 3:13, Christ redeemed us from the curse of the law. Paul calls God's law a curse. Yeshua calls it eternal. You can't follow both. 4. Who are God's people? Yeshua says in Matthew 15:24, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." He identifies as part of the chosen people. And Yeshua made it clear. Anyone who follows his teachings and keeps the commandments is counted among the chosen people of God. They call the Messiah by his true name, Yeshua. But Paul built his theology on non-Israelites, and King James rebranded Yeshua into a new name, Jesus, a name Yeshua never knew, never heard, and never used. 5. How did this religion begin? Yeshua never built churches. He never said to start a religion. He called people back to God. Paul never met Yeshua, not once. His version of Yeshua came from a vision. And most of the New Testament is Paul's letters, not Yeshua's words. King James took Paul's writing and turned them into a state-approved religious system. He renamed Yeshua. He redefined salvation. And he moved the focus from God to church. So who are you following? Option 1, Yeshua, the four Gospels, the original Bible, and the path of the chosen people, a path of obedience, righteousness, and truth. Option 2, Paul, King James, the 23 other books, and a man-made version of Jesus, a religion designed for politics, not for God. And I bring you the truth, so you can finally choose, not based on religion, but based on evidence. Yeshua never taught "in my name" as a magic phrase. Saying "in Jesus' name" doesn't guarantee anything. That's a misinterpretation. Yeshua never said that. The truth is in the Hebrew. In the King James New Testament, John 14:13-14 says, "Whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do." It sounds like all you have to do is say, "In Jesus' name," at the end of a prayer, and you'll get what you want. But that's not what Yeshua meant. And that's not what Yeshua said. Not in Hebrew, not in truth. In the original Yeshua Testament, verse number 640 reads, "Eseh lema ankem, kol ma shetavakshu bishmi, ash laminkum kal ma shtavkshu bishmai," which means, "I will do for you whatever you ask in my name." Verse 641 continues, "Im tevakshu davar bishmi, ani eseh, am tebika shava debar be sahmai, ani ash," which means, if you ask anything in my name, I will do it. But here's what Christians miss. The Hebrew word bishmi, ba'esachmai, doesn't mean use my name like a password. It means in alignment with what I stand for, in the path of my mission, with the authority and values of who I am. In Hebrew, the word Shem, name, means essence, mission, legacy, not just how you pronounce someone. Yeshua was saying, if your request reflects the mission I was sent for, to bring people closer to God, then I will act. Not because you used his name, but because your request reflects God's will through Yeshua's path. Now compare that to the KJ version. It strips away the Hebrew intent. It makes Yeshua sound like he's offering a magic phrase. Say the name and get the prize. That's not faith, that's marketing. You see, Yeshua didn't offer shortcuts. He taught responsibility. He taught obedience. He taught alignment with the Father. When he said Bishmi, he meant, if your heart is in the right place, I'll be with you. And that's why only Holy Land man, born of the Holy Land, and fluent in the language of God, can explain what Yeshua really said before religion rewrote it.